Hey guys, welcome to another video. On this video, we'll be covering transport. Okay, so let's start. The system in which people and goods move from one place to another is called transport system. Goods transport network helps in the development of industrialization and urbanization. A developing country like India needs an efficient and wide transport system. There are several means of transport like roadways, railways, airways, waterways, etc. Okay. The importance of transport, it helps in strengthening the feeling of unity and brotherhood among the citizens. It links the backward areas to the urban cities and reduces regional industrial disparity. Helps in utilization of natural resources lying in hills and forests. It protects the people during war, natural calamities, and crisis. It helps in transportation of raw material to industries. It helps in industrialization and in urbanization. So, modes of transport, there are roadways. It is very important for the development of region or country as it is capable of connecting each and every region with another. India is one of the largest road networks in the world with about 33 lakh kilometers of roads. It makes it the second largest road network in the world. In India, roadways are categorized into national highways, state highways, expressways, district roads, and border areas. Okay. Road networks are classified into various types. They are divided into national highways. They constitute about 1.7% of road network, but handle 40% of road traffic. The National Highway Authority of India, NHAI, established in 1988, is an autonomous body of the Government of India, is responsible for development, maintenance, and management of national highways in India. The longest highway in India is NH7, which is from Varanasi to Kanyakumari, about 7,770 kilometers long. Then we have state highways. The roads linking to the state capital with its district headquarters are called state highways. So this is a basic definition of state highways. They are constructed and maintained by State Public Works Department. The state highways are arterial routes that link the national highways, district headquarters, towns, cities, ports, and tourist centers. Then we have district roads. The roads that connect district headquarters with other places of district are called district roads. They are maintained by Zilla Parishad of the district. Then we have rural roads. Roads that connect villages to districts are called rural roads. There's a spelling error. These are very important means of communication and road network. These roads cover about 80% of the total road length in the country. Okay. And then there are border roads, also known as BRO. The Border Roads Organization constructs and maintains roads in the border areas of the country. It was established in 1960. Golden Quadrilateral. It is 5,846 kilometers long, 4 by 6 lane and high density traffic corridor. It connects India's 4 big metro cities of Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, Kolkata. It is the largest expressway highway project of India. Then we have the North-South East-West corridor. It is the largest highway project in India. It connects Srinagar in the north to Kanyakumari in the south and Porbandar in the west to Silchar in east. It consists of 4 to 6 lanes. It is managed by NHAI, the National Highway Authority of India, and Ministry of Road Transport, Highways. Jhansi, Agra, Kanpur, Udaipur, Kochi, and Coimbatore are also connected to it. These are some cities which are connected with the North-South East-West corridor. The advantages of roadways are you only need to remember 3 of these. It helps to connect the remotest villages and hilly areas to towns, cities, and plain areas. It costs comparatively less to construct road networks than railway lines. Roads can be constructed even in irregular land and hilly regions. So these are 3 points. You can read the further points too, but I think this would only be the required number of points to memorize. Okay, now let's move on to railways. It is the important means of transportation which plays a central role in the economy of the country. Constitutes the principal means of transportation for freight and passengers. Railways in India started from 1853 from Mumbai to Thane, which covered a distance of about 34 kilometers. Another railway line was opened in Kolkata and Raniganj in 1859. After independence, huge development was made in railways. In the year 1951, the railway system was nationalized as one unit and became one of the largest networks in the world. India has the 4th largest and busiest rail network in the world. The rail network in India stretches over the length and breadth of the country, constituting 683 stations covering more than 64,460 kilometers. So, Mumbai, Chennai, Delhi, Kolkata, some of the cities which currently have their own suburban networks. New Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, Mumbai, and Bangalore are also facilitated with their own metro networks, especially Delhi. The Tejas Express in India is the first semi-high-speed, fully air-conditioned train. It was introduced in Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Terminus in Mumbai to Karnali in Goa from 24th May 2017. Now, advantages of railways are it helps in smooth movement of heavy goods as well as perishable commodities to distant areas. So this is point number one. Point number two, it helps to move the raw material to the production point and manufactured goods to the market. This is point number two. And then finally, we have point number three. It helps in minimizing the sufferings during natural disasters, and helps to send required food products and aid to the affected areas. Okay, now let's move on to disadvantages of railways. Rail tracks are very difficult to lay on irregular land, such as hilly and train journeys sometimes are very long and tiring, especially if we compare it with air journeys. Majority of the train in India still runs on coal and thus produces a lot of air and noise pollution. Now let's move on to airways. Air transport is the fastest and most comfortable mode of transport. The Airports Authority of India (AAI) set up on 1st April 1995 by merging International Airports Authority and National Airports Authority of India, is responsible for the expansion and modernization of the operational terminal and cargo facilities at airports in the country. Okay. Earlier, the air transport in India was managed by Air India and Indian Airlines, but they were merged to form Air India in 2007. It was emerged as the 16th largest airline in Asia. There are also a number of private airlines dealing with air transport, such as Jet Airways, SpiceJet, Go Airlines, and Interglobe Aviation, also known as Indigo. Four important airports of India are Indira Gandhi International Airport, Chhatrapati Shivaji International Airport, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose International Airport, and Chennai International Airport. Sorry. Advantages of airways are it is the fastest means of transportation, it helps us to move swiftly, and it provides unparalleled service during times of natural calamities, and also provides airlift facilities to people in affected areas. Now, disadvantages of airways, it provides comfortable but costly services. This is the main thing. It is very expensive. Tickets could range to from 6,000 to 12,000, sometimes even 20,000 rupees per ticket, per seat. It depends mainly on prevalent weather conditions, and when the weather is not favorable, it is often delayed. So these are 2 points, and the third point is that it runs on fuel based on petroleum, which is a non-renewable source of energy and causes pollution. It is a major contribution of greenhouse gases. And let's move on to waterways. It is considered as the cheapest mode of transport. So this is one advantageous point of waterways. It has a long coastline of about 7,517 kilometers in India. It is very favorable transport system for carrying heavy and bulky goods from one place to another. They are categorized by inland waterways and oceanic waterways. Okay, now let's study about inland waterways. The water bodies like rivers, canals, lakes, backwaters, and creeks are deep enough to provide the safe navigation of boats and ships and are included in inland waterways. Okay, Inland Waterways Authority of India (IWAI) is the statutory authority which was constituted on 27th October 1986 to look after the development and regulation of inland waterways for shipping and navigation. Okay, the 5 waterways are: we have the National Waterway 1, we have the National Waterway 2, we have the National Waterway 3. You can pause the video to take a look at this. And then we finally have National Waterway 4 and National Waterway 5. You can take a look at this too. Now, several rivers of India are also used as waterways, such as the deltaic stretches of Godavari, Krishna, Mahanadi, the usual rivers in India. India's first multi-modal water terminal was inaugurated in November 2018 on River Ganga in Varanasi. Now, there are oceanic waterways too. India is endowed with a long coastline of about 7,517 kilometers, which is one of the longest in the world. India has well-developed ports and harbors for import and export of goods through oceanic waterways. Okay. Now, in India, there are ports. There are major ports and intermediate and minor ports. They are administered by Central Shipping Ministry. Okay, let's zoom out a bit. Major ports of India: Kolkata, Haldia, Parvi, Visakhapatnam, etc. What are the advantages of waterways? Now, as we earlier studied, it is popular as the cheapest mode of transport. This is point number one. Provides favorable means to carry heavy and bulky material and consumes less fuel and is very safe in terms of conservation of environment. What are the disadvantages of waterways? Many ports are not well linked with hinterland, which obstructs the smooth movement of goods. This is point number one. It is dependent on weather conditions and obstructs its potential. This is point number two. And demands long traveling hours, which tends to make people ill. So it is not a comfortable type of mode of transport. That brings us to this end of this video. I hope you learned and enjoyed this video. This video will be uploaded on isequaltoklasses, so be sure to check this video out. There are other videos also covering various subjects such as geography, history, math, etc. So be sure to check those videos out as well. Stay home, stay safe, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.